Now I want you to pay close attention to the 21st day, the 21st day of the 7th month of Tishri. On October the 18th, it would have fallen. The reason I talk about this is because we can see in Haggai 2, the Lord talks about the greater glory in the new temple. Let me read you this scripture and I'll explain why this is important. In the 7th month, in the 21st day of the month, came the word of the Lord by the prophet Haggai, saying, Speak now to Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and to the residue of the people, saying, Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? And how do ye see it now? Is it not in your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, said the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Josedek, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith the Lord, and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts, according to the word that I covenanted with you when ye came out of Egypt. So my spirit remaineth among you, fear not. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth, and the sea and the dry land. And I will shake all the nations, and the desire of the nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts. The silver is mine, the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place I will give peace, saith the Lord of hosts. This is important because it's actually talking about the sixth seal event that he's coming in the day of the Lord and the collection of his first fruits and the preparation of the fullness of the field of the wheat harvest coming in for the wedding supper of the Lamb. For the second departure. It's talking about this timing, okay? And he talks about it on the 21st day of the 7th month, just before the feast of Sukkot is supposed to be celebrated. So the 24th day of the 7th month would be Sukkot, the evening of Sukkot. And this is interesting because I think the Lord is hinting at that this could have been a potential, again, for Sukkot fulfillment, but he's saying, not yet. Look towards the second Sukkot, or the second chance tabernacles, the feast of dedication known as Hanukkah. So here we can see the 27th is the eve of the 7th day of the first week of our high watch of the 7th month of Tishri for Sukkot in October 27th. And if we take the 7th day on October 27th of the feast, the first week, the end of the first week of our Sukkot watch, and we add 40 days, we come to December 6th for the 7th day of the Feast of Hanukkah. To the calendar watch, look at the 24th day of the 9th month for the Jewish calendar. That's when the shaking, the sixth seal, is supposed to happen. This is when the great asteroid, because Jesus says, I will strike Mystery Babylon, the great harlot, first. He prophesies this when they bring the woman in adultery to him, and he says, whoever is without sin, cast the first stone. He's prophesying that he will cast the first stone at the harlot, and with it's seen in the book of Revelation that a great stone was thrown down at her to judge. So this is the potential day for the asteroid to hit. It's prophesied. This is supposed to be the day that it comes, that the day of the Lord comes. It's delayed till the 24th day of the month, the eve of Hanukkah, which ends up being November 29th on our calendar watch time. So Haggai 2 continues on to speak on the blessings for a defiled people. Now that's what the Lord showed me, okay? He showed me that his people are defiled right now, because of this idol worship with the cow jab, defiling their temples, as well as people not repenting, not being prepared for the day of the Lord, in part some of his elect and the multitude. So this is what we see in Haggai from the 21st day of the 7th month, it speaks of the shaking to come, to soon come. And now it's pointing towards the 24th day of the 9th month, which is the time to celebrate the eve of Hanukkah. And so let's read this to get further insight about what the Lord is now pointed to for our Hanukkah watch time. In the 4th and 20th day of the 9th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Ask now the priest concerning the law, saying, If one bear holy flesh in the skirt of his garment, and with his skirt do touch bread, or potage, or wine, or oil, or any meat, shall it be holy? And the priests answered and said, No. Then said Haggai, If one that is unclean by a dead body touch any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priests answered and said, It shall be unclean. Then answered Haggai and said, So is this people, and so is this nation before me, saith the Lord. And so is every work of their hands, and which they offer there is unclean. And now I pray you, consider from this day upward, from before a stone was laid upon a stone in the temple of the Lord, since those days were when one came to an heap of 20 measure, there were but 10. When one came to the press fast, for to draw out 50 vessels out of the press, there were but 20. I smote you with blasting, and with mildew, and with hail, in all the labors of your hands, yet ye turned not to me, saith the Lord. Consider now from this day and upward, from the 4th and 20th day of the 9th month, even from the day that the foundation of the Lord's temple was laid. Consider it. Is the seed yet in the barn? Yea, as yet the vine and the fig tree and the pomegranate and the olive tree hath not brought forth. From this day I will bless you. So we talked about how this actually represents also the prophecy of Jesus's birth, conception at the time of Hanukkah, and how that represents our conception or birth at the time of Hanukkah, this potential. And so the Lord is saying, this is the day I'm going to bless you on the 24th day of the 9th month, which is the eve of Hanukkah. And he's saying, okay, the seed is in the barn. The seed has been collected during the last of the summer months. The Lord showed me that. All the wheat has been separated. The wheat and tares have been separated now. He knows who is his. He knows who isn't. Now it's about preparing and refining them in the tribulum. Okay? Because he's going to grind them down and make them into a fine wheat to bake them into breads for the feast. Okay? First come the 2 loaves of first fruits offering. So they are saved for this time. And this is the time of Jacob's trouble, the beginning of great testing for the elect, for the multitude, but the elect will be spared from that, just as promised in the Church of Philadelphia. All right? And they will help prepare. The time will be cut short for Jacob. Again, it could be a week, up to 2, up to 40 days. We'll see what the Lord brings. But these are the secrets hidden, the hidden manna that the Lord is revealing to at the time of the end. These are coming to fuller understanding. So the Lord wanted me to share this with you. This is what we are looking at. This is our blessed hope. This is our Christmas. This is our birth, like Jesus. This is where the foundation, this is the temple building. This is the rededication of the temple. This is when you receive your eternal glorified tabernacles to tabernacle forever with the Lord. So again, Haggai 2. Zerubbabel, the Lord's signet ring. He continues on, and he speaks of this 24th day. And again, the word of the Lord came unto Haggai in the 4th and 20th day of the month. Again, twice in the same day, speaking to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth, and I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of heaven, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them. And the horses and their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, I will take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith the Lord, and I will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord of hosts. An interesting correlation that's happening at the time is we see a couple of flybys in the days coming up, culminating on November 29th. There's supposed to be, on November 29th, a giant asteroid called 1994 WR12, and it's supposed to fly by the Earth. Now, could this be the one that the Lord throws and that hits the Earth? We will see. We will soon see. This could be the day the delay ends and the day of the Lord commences on the 24th day of the 9th month, as Jesus has been showing. So I think the latest, the first departure will happen. The latest, I think, will be December 6th. Now we'll see what the Lord brings. But just for a ballpark, if we calculate 40 days from then, we come to Saturday, January 15th, 2022, just after the new year. So that's the second potential. So I want to show you, if the Lord decides to delay for another 40 days from our high watch, from the Jewish Feast of Hanukkah to the actual Feast of Hanukkah. This is another watch time I put together, calendar, for reference of the potentials. The latest that I see our rapture watch is the end of January 16th. I don't see it going past that. Again, I'm being pointed towards the Jewish Feast of Hanukkah because of the folding of time and that potential, and other personal confirmations that the Lord has given me, such as my calling on December 15th, the last day of Hanukkah, when he called me. So I believe collecting the last of his sheep, what he commanded me to do on that day, I think it will culminate on that day, but we will see again what the Lord brings.